And welcome back to the messy workbench as work continues on the Union Station, the rebuild here. You can see I've got a one of 3 concourses I'm looking at. This one is just about complete in terms of all the structure that goes on in here. Still got some painting and some other minor details to finish. But for the most part, get the roof on here straight, it is complete. There we go. And you get an idea what this is going to look like. This is going to get a coat of paint and then some coloring and weathering. And this is one of 3 concourses to be constructed. The other one, I've got 2 that are almost done, and 1 more to add all the details. Now, one of the big improvements with this rebuild is the way that the construction changed. The design pretty well stayed the same, but my construction methods changed quite a bit. Originally, I had just the concourse structure, and then I was going to try to build on separate structures for the elevator shafts and the stairwells. In this attempt, in this build, they're all built together in one big component. And I'll show you this one here that hasn't got all the details to it yet, but you can see it's much easier and things come together much better when I just build just the flat walls. And once all that is put together, I'll come back and put in the all the trim and the other details. But this went together so much better than the original build, where I had kind of the backward approach of building up the walls completely first, and then trying to stick them together, and it was just a mess. I think if you recall, this end piece here, I ended up trying to bevel the edges here, the corners, to make it kind of like a miter joint, but it was just a mess. And you can see some of the corners here are all, they're very nice little butt joints here. Everything's very clean. The only detail I put on here so far is 1 set of arches, and we'll come back in and fill in all the other details here. But this went together very nicely. All the corners are nice and square and clean. The only real details I've got so far are the double windows here. If you can see, if there's such a thing as a concentric square, you can see there's two layers here to make that kind of inset window. Other than that, all the walls are just nice and flat here, which makes it much easier to put all the corners together and all the different joints. They all came out very nice. So once we move into this stage where all the details were added after the structure was basically complete, and it went together much better. Some of these corners get a little complicated when trying to put all the trim together to make it come out right and look right. But the process of building the main walls first and then coming on with the details makes a lot of difference. Another design change is making a separate roof panel, and this just pops right off. And here's the roof panel. It's got a little flange around here that will sit inside the walls, and that will help reduce the chance of any light leaks coming along between the walls and the roof. And much easier to just have the roof as a separate piece, and then if I need to, I can get inside and do whatever maintenance, change lights or whatever I need to, or if I later decide I want to try to put in some interior detail, it's just a matter of lifting off the roof panel and I can get in there. There will be some lighting inside here, so I'm going to try to keep that as clean as I can. So the lighting will be installed after all 3 concourses are joined with the main terminal. So, but this is coming along so much better than the original build with the change in construction methods. It makes it much easier to get everything to turn out right, get all the corners square, and especially with all the trim pieces here, everything turned out much better in this second attempt. So I'm going to, we're going to look at what it takes to detail all these things here. So I'm going to try to, on this last one, try to document the process of putting on all the trim pieces and all the little details. You can see there's lots of small parts here, the little parts above each window, and the little details up along the edge here, and all the trim pieces that go into finishing off this concourse. So we'll take a look at that and see how this goes here. So one more to go. I've got 3 of them done. Concourse is roughly, I believe, somewhere in this configuration. Oop, here we go. Oop, now I have to back up a little bit so I can see them. But there you go. Got almost done with all 3 concourses. Okay, well, my intention was to finish this concourse in the video here. However, I've discovered I'm out of a particular piece I need. I'm not going to have enough to finish. I've got to run to the hobby store and get some more of this particular strip here. I don't have enough to finish this, but I think you've kind of got the idea how much work is going into putting all the details into finishing each one of these concourses. This side's pretty well done. I got a little sanding and touch up to do, and of course I got to finish putting the trim pieces in the front here, and then the little gables over the windows. So this piece is going to have to wait until I can get some more building materials. I've run short to finish, so I'm sorry I won't be able to show you that part. I am a little concerned though about this particular piece, because in the process of building it or trimming it out, I've noticed this stairwell is really crooked, and I hope it's not going to interfere too much down the line. Part of the problem when I glued this stairwell onto the concourse, it got a little crooked. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of crooked in this direction. I'm not sure how I did that without noticing how bad off I was. And the windows, you can see here the difference. This side got pretty close to the window, so this should be over that way a little bit. But I hope I can make it work, make it fit. Hope it's not too bad a flaw here to make the rest of the project go together. I'll see what happens here. I'm debating whether I need to, if I can break this apart and reposition it a little bit, or if I just need to do this piece over. But anyway, video's gotten a little long for this month, and it's a little bit late in September, so I'm trying to hurry up and get my September video out before the end of September. So I'm going to leave it there, and we'll see what we're up to next month. I could be doing something on the layout, or maybe it's back down here on the dirty workbench, the messy workbench, to finish this project. But I'm going to leave it here for now, and I hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, staying healthy. And again, I appreciate everyone's interest and support, and all the viewers and subscribers, very much appreciated. I'm going to leave it here, and thanks once again for coming, thanks for staying, thanks for watching, and happy railroading to everybody. See you next time on the monthly video journal. Bye-bye.